once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. So I'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
All right. We're actually going to be going to Cuba. We're going to Cuba. Shout out to a friend I've got that's there right now on a trip. All right, so we're gonna. Anyway, let's get started. In the cockpit. Let's go ahead and drop the battery guard. I may be a little rusty on this one because I haven't done it in a bit. Anyway, we'll be all right. Let's pull up our numbers here. This is from Navigraph charts. And fuel in all tanks on this flight. Let's see, do we need, hold on. We need pounds. Okay. Fuel in all tanks is going to be 16,406. We're carrying 107 passengers. And cargo, 6,600 pounds of cargo. So we're going to break that up into so that's 15, 3, 4,500, 55, 6,500. Close. How's that? Okay. And trip fuel on this trip is going to be 5,713, so we're going to burn. Here's our burn. That's good. All right, next page we're going to go over here. We're going to bring up the, we're going to request a GPU. We're going to request to open the door, aft door to be opened, cargo doors to be opened, and go. Then we're going to tell it load fuel, load cargo, and load passengers. Right, this aircraft we have to turn the dials. Well, hold on, not yet. We need to get our 8 GPU going, so external power is available.
Autopilot.
And let's get rid of that. We don't need that. need to go ahead and set the IRSs to nav. If I look rusty on some of these things, I am. I haven't flown this one for a while, so some things I'm going to have to remember. Whoa. By the way, I'm sorry. Is that Magnite? So welcome aboard. I think I see Magnite. And welcome aboard, Jonathan. Let's see where this goes. We'll see if we can get this MD80 off the ground. Well, welcome. Welcome, Jonathan. Let's see if I can get everything loaded real quick. All right, let's go through this. Init. Our reference airport is KFLL, but we're actually going to be loading the flight plan. But let's see. Okay, KFLL. I don't know if it'll let me put it in here, but I think we're at gate. Let me double check. D2. We're at gate D2. And it won't. It's alright. That's okay. To set our RS position, we're going to set it to the GPS position. And for route, let's go through this. Hey, McKnight. Remind me that sometimes I'm fried today. I just got back in. I've got my mind in a dozen different directions, so remind me, because I probably did read what it, or if the comment, it was a comment from the other video, I probably read it. Our destination, by the way, is Cuba, of all places. You ready for that? MUVR. And flight number, here's the cool part. I think we can actually get it to come up, so we're going to do KF, I've already downloaded it, FLL MUVR. We'll try that first for the company route. It took, okay. It's going to keep fussing at me about the IRS. IRS is not aligned. I don't care. Let's go over here real quick. We're going to be going out on 10 right. Mainer and Fund. Mainer and Fund. Mainer and Fundy. And as I continue to hit execute, it's when the IRSs do get aligned and I hit that, it'll clear up. And then our arrival, we're going to be coming in. Are we coming in on a, see if we're coming in on ILS. 06, D06. Is there an I06? Okay. And let. Okay. All right. And let's take out some of these discontinuities. I'm going to go ahead and take AutoOrtho, move it up here to vectors. Okay. And till it we'll move here. Am I missing anything here? No. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think I did read what you said, McKnight. You're spot on. I think on a couple of things on that landing. A couple of observations. I went back and tried to add some or a comment back later, and I could not get the comments in there. But I think y'all did bring up some things that I was like, yeah. So you were on it. You're correct. Brian, can you go ahead and get our IFR clearance?
Steve, I can't handle the comms for VFR flights. I'm only rated for IFR related comms right now.
Brian, I just asked you to get our IFR clearance.
Getting our IFR clearance now.
Sometimes he just doesn't hear me. Just goes like, "Go on, dude, listen, I'm talking." Okay.
Fort Lauderdale clearance, WestJet 23901. We'd like to collect our IFR clearance with information Foxtrot.
Stand by, you're number one.
All right, we're loaded with fuel. Cargo's good. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back in. Let's see. Close the door.
WestJet 23901, Fort Lauderdale clearance, cleared to Varadero via the Mainer 3 departure. Radar vectors AutoOrtho then as filed. Departure runway 10 right. Initial climb to 7,000. Departure on 119.7 squawk 6457.
Actually, yeah, I think McNaught, you did have some good comments in there. I think I'm fogged right now, but because that was a an RNAV landing that we did. Okay. Hold on a second. We need to go back and check our comments. Six, 4, 5, 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard WestJet Flight TAS 2391, B, departing from Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International Airport, and heading to Juan Gualberto Gomez International Airport. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.
Okay, go ahead and go through our list here. We want to go ahead and start the APU. That is a loud jet right there. So I'm making all the noise. It's loud. Okay. All right, let's get the APU going. Air is on for pressure. Start pump is on. Fuel tanks are on. Emergency light is on. Our seatbelt and smoking sign is on. Yaw damper is on. And let's go get the ones that you can miss very easy. Hydraulic pumps are set to the on position. They're on low now, that's fine. And auxiliary is set to on. And the pneumatic X valve, both on. Auto brake is set to take off or for reject. Okay. And let's go to our weight and performance numbers. Let's go ahead and get our full flight plan up for this. There we go. Why don't you come over here? Alright, first of all, our reserves on this flight are 8.1. Let's see, 8.1. Our zero fuel weight is 105 335. So that's 105.3. Oh. There's a way you have to put it in or it won't take. Let me fix that. 105.3/A. Did I do it right? Oh, my fault. 105.3. Okay, that's just CFW. Okay, now our fuel, our fuel at all tanks is 16.406. So we're going to put 16.4/A. Okay. Cost index on this flight is 100. And our cruise altitude is 32,000. Let me double check that. Yeah, we're good. Cruise winds on this flight are 260 at 37 knots. And this oat there, let's pull up our takeoff numbers. Okay, there we go. So this oat, I think it wants is it 2-3? Nope. What it wants is I think my flex oat. There, let's try 4.9. There we go. And our V1 is 129. V rotate is 133. And V2 is 139. Okay. And 139 will also go right here. Actually, we'll move it up to 149. And let's flip on the flight directors. Okay. Bleeds are wet runway, so bleeds are on. Well, they're damp. I wouldn't say they're a little wet. They're not. They're just damp. Okay. Okay. Right. And Magnite, I promise I'm gonna go back and review, make sure that everything, because yeah, I can. I'm kind of a work in progress. Always appreciate it. Hydraulic pressure set to low right now. And for external power now, we're going to go ahead and cut external power. And release the GPU. Okay. Brian, you're in charge of all comms.
Say again, please.
You are in charge of all comms.
I'm now in charge of all comms.
All right. Go ahead and get our pushback and start clearance.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our flight to Juan Gualberto Gomez International Airport. We kindly ask you to take your seats.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
And stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins
Ground to
or under the
cockpit.
seats
Tow
in
is
front of
driving
you.
up.
If you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.
Okay.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Cool. So anyway, this isn't a long flight. This is a very short flight. We're literally flying across, just flying south for about 200 miles and dropping some people off in Cuba here. So like I said, it's not a long flight. MD80 is a little bit different than any of the other aircraft that I fly, so I have to kind of think in my head, think through everything. It's just a little bit different.
Tow connected and bypass pin in survey. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Right, we can start engines.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta flight. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta. 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 Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by
Operation
inserting
complete.
the metal tip
Set
into the
parking brake.
buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top
Disconnecting
of the
tow.
buckle.
Stand by.
If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin.
Okay.
Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes
Start
or
pump
any
is off.
smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta
Override.
flight. Federal law prohibits
I'll just
tampering
switch
with,
to override.
disabling, or destroying restroom
Tow is
smoke
disconnected and
detectors.
bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll
There
see you
are
next
8
time and
exits
have a
on
safe flight.
8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft.
In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-on baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits and remember, they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a mask or streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case. Life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your
One
tray
nice thing,
table,
we're
footrest,
trying to make
and
sure we
leg
have
rest.
our
Be sure you
flaps
fasten your
set correctly
seatbelt low and
and
tight
our
across
trim
your
is
lap,
set correct.
carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door, ensure it's open.
Okay.
See placard instructions inside the suite door for opening instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
Center of
As we
gravity
finish our
is
safety check, please let us know if you have any
3.
questions.
As we take off into the future,
Excuse me, center
sit
of
back
gravity.
and relax.
Takeoff
and from
center of
all of our
gravity.
crew, thank you for flying with Delta
8.3.
today and for the next 100 years.
And flaps are 11. All right, Brian, can you get our takeoff clearance to our runway 10 right?
We'll need to contact ground for taxi clearance first.
Fort Lauderdale ground, WestJet 23901. We have Foxtrot ready to taxi.
WestJet 23901, Fort Lauderdale ground, runway 10 right taxi via Tango, Tango 6 Quebec, Juliet, Juliet 1.
By the way, QNH is 29 or 9 or 2, so it's set. It's really the standard QNH is 29 or 9 or 2. That's what it is today.
Runway 10 right, Tango, Tango 6 Quebec, Juliet, Juliet 1, WestJet 23901.
Us and our narrow body. Brian, do the takeoff briefing.
We will be departing from runway 10 right, flying the Mainer 3 departure with an initial climb clearance to 7,000. Transition altitude is 18,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile with radar vectors to Austee, climbing to flight level 240. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 6457 and departure frequency will be 119.7. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Agree? Concur? Okay, Brian, can you go ahead and request from the tower our takeoff clearance?
Requesting takeoff clearance now.
We'll fire up all our lights.
Fort Lauderdale Tower, WestJet 23901, holding short of runway 10 right. We're ready for departure.
WestJet 23901, Fort Lauderdale Tower, runway 10 right, winds 130 at Niner. Our nav Calypso cleared for takeoff.
Runway 10 right, RNAV Calypso, cleared for takeoff. WestJet 23901.
Approaching runway 10 right.
Right, we're lining up on 10.
On runway 10 right, remaining 7,700 feet.
All right, we're ready? Okay.
Stabilizer. Stabilizer. Stabilizer.
Forward pressures on yoke.
Stabilizer. 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 Stabilizer.
V1, rotating.
Stabilizer.
Positive rate. Gear up.
WestJet 23901, contact departure on 119.7.
Switching to departure on 119.7, WestJet 23901. Fort Lauderdale departure, WestJet 23901. Good afternoon, climbing through 1000.
WestJet 23901, Fort Lauderdale departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 7000, turn right, heading 090, vectors to Calypso, then on course.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened
right, heading
anytime the
090,
seatbelt sign is on.
vectors to Calypso, then on
Even
course.
if the sign is off,
WestJet
just keep your seatbelt
23901.
fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins
WestJet
to prevent
23901,
injury from
contact
articles
Miami
that may have
approach
shifted
on
during takeoff.
18.1.
We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in
WestJet
front of you.
23901.
On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water,
Contacting
juices,
Miami
a
approach
variety of
on
complimentary
118.1.
snacks,
WestJet
as well as a
23901.
selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies.
Miami approach, WestJet
Beer, wine, and spirits are
23901.
available,
Good afternoon,
complimentary
climbing
for our
through
first
5000
class
for
and
flight
Delta
level
Comfort Plus
200.
passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages,
Miami
as well as our fresh eats items can be found in the pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onward purchases of
WestJet
beverages and
23901.
snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your
WestJet
fingertip.
23901, climb and
Feel free to
maintain
use
flight
your own
level
headsets.
240.
Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant
240.
know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Climb and maintain flight level 240, WestJet 23901.
Dear guests, we are now in the air on our way to Juan Gualberto Gomez International Airport. The use of approved electronic devices is permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention. Dear guests, we are currently flying smoothly at altitude. The cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We invite you to enjoy some of our popular items, including our delicious pretzels and refreshing soft drinks. After the service, selected items from the WestJet shop will be available for your convenience. Thank you for your attention.
Right.
WestJet 23901, climb and maintain flight level 280.
280.
flight level 280, WestJet 23901.
Okay, so approach is going to be on a course heading of 62.
WestJet 23901, contact Palm Beach approach on 124.6.
And that's 111.30.
Contacting Palm Beach approach on 124.6, WestJet 23901. Palm Beach approach, WestJet 23901. Good afternoon, climbing through 12000 for flight level 280.
WestJet 23901, Palm Beach approach, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, WestJet 23901.
This flight will go really fast, I think, because we were only no distance from the coast of Cuba. Yeah.
WestJet 23901, climb and maintain flight level 320.
320. That's our flight level. Okay. Currently we're at 16,000.
Flight level 320, WestJet 23901.
We're on a VNAV climb and nav track.
WestJet 23901, contact Miami Center on 135.6.
Beautiful. Okay. I feel like you're in a tank up here, the way the windshield looks. We are 165 miles outside of the airport in Cuba. The Juan Gomez International in Varadero, Cuba. We'll be coming in on an ILS approach. We're about a true airspeed of about a 411 miles per hour, somewhere around there. Okay. Notice our climb is slowed. What are we at about? Still, it's about a 1,900 feet per minute climb. See. We're off the coast of Florida, heading now like straight toward Cuba. A lot of islands along the way, it looks like. Alright, we already have our course heading and our frequency set for ILS approach. Right. We're right at 290. Slight turn. We're about to go do VNAV level LVL. Let's look at our waypoints going in. That 8,000 seems to be an important adder above, and 3,000. It looks like 3,000 is the one we're going to be setting to. So we're flying this is a virtual Delta flight that we're flying into Cuba. Right. Request our clearance to descend.
Not clear what you said. Say again.
Request descent clearance.
We need to request descent clearance from Miami Center.
WestJet Flight 23901B requesting clearance to descend.
For arrival.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
WestJet 23901, descend via let of 2 to 3000 into Varadero, altimeter 1012.
Got it. Got it. Descend to 3000.
Descend via Latov 2 to 3000 into Varadero, altimeter 1012, WestJet 23901.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our approach to Juan Gualberto Gomez International Airport. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the use of lavatories is no longer permitted. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
WestJet 23901 Bravo. Contact Havana Center on 133.35.
Contacting Havana Center on 133.35. WestJet 23901 Bravo. Havana Center, WestJet 23901 Bravo. Good afternoon, descending flight level 240.
We're already, by the way, at 29902. And what is the QNH here? I don't know what the QNH is.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, Havana Center, contact Varadero approach on 119.6.
QNH is 29901 here in Havana.
Switching to Varadero approach on 119.6 WestJet. Varadero approach, WestJet 23901 Bravo. Good afternoon, descending flight level 180.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, Varadero approach. Expect the ILS runway 06 approach into Varadero.
Expecting the ILS runway 06 approach into Varadero. WestJet 23901 Bravo.
All right, let's do it. We're about to drop under 14,000, and I'm going to go ahead and get the landing lights up. Alright, the 250 below 10,000. Looks like we're going to hit that just fine.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, speed 250 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Varadero. At this time, we kindly ask that you turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in the full upright position, and your seat belts are fastened. The weather at our destination is pleasant, and we are looking forward to a smooth landing. Our assigned gate is Terminal 3. Thank you for your cooperation.
We got a turn, a left turn coming up here. We're currently on downwind. We're about to turn on to base leg. Very pleased with the descent on this. Very pleased.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, maintain flight level 040, turn right, heading 290 vectors for the ILS runway 6 approach.
Maintain flight level 040, right heading 290, vectors for the ILS runway 6 approach. WestJet 23901 Bravo.
Earlier they told us 3,000. So they're kind of him and haw in there. I don't like that.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, 8 miles from Vilba. Turn left heading 065, descend altitude 2,000 feet, QNH 1012, until established on the localizer cleared for the ILS runway 6 approach.
Left heading 065, descend 2,000 feet, QNH 1012, cleared for the ILS runway 6 approach. WestJet 23901 Bravo.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, contact Varadero Tower on 118.4.
Our flaps are full.
Varadero Tower, WestJet 23901 Bravo. Good afternoon, established on the ILS runway 6 approach.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, Varadero Tower, roger, continue approach. WestJet 23901 Bravo, winds calm, runway 6 cleared to land.
Runway 06 cleared to land, WestJet 23901 Bravo.
My throttle.
Approaching runway 6.
1,000.
Stabilizer motion.
Rod, do the approach briefing.
We will be arriving in Varadero on runway 6 using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the Leto V2 arrival. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 6. Weather at arrival shows winds calm, no significant weather expected. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 6457 and approach frequency will be 119.6. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. Once on the ground, we'll be taxiing to gate Terminal 3. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, taxi to Terminal 3 at your discretion. Monitor this frequency.
And turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin.
Taxi to Terminal 3 at our discretion, monitoring this frequency. WestJet 23901 Bravo.
From articles that may have shifted during landing. You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain
Ladies and
stowed.
gentlemen, welcome to Juan Gualberto Gomez International
We invite you to visit
Airport.
Delta.com for all your
Did
future
you know
travel needs,
that
including
Varadero
checking in
is
for a flight
famous for its
and
beautiful
managing your
beaches
Sky Miles accounts?
and is often referred to as the Cuban Miami? Thank
If any of
you
you should
for
have
flying with
questions
WestJet.
regarding ground transportation,
Please
baggage
remain
claim,
seated until we reach our final parking
or
position.
any other information, a uniformed Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta Sky Team, our global partners, and flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Flight attendants, prepare doors for arrival, please. Cross-check and all call.
All right, brakes on. Request GPU. We're going to go ahead and do door open. We're going to deploy stairs, and cargo doors will be opened. Okay. Right, what do you say we go see what a replay looks like? Let's see. All right, let's see here. Looks like there's some weather coming here in a minute.
Approaching runway 24.
WestJet 23901 Bravo, winds calm, runway 6 cleared to land.
Runway 06 cleared to land, WestJet 23901 Bravo.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I see the ground spoilers never deployed. They were armed. See? By the way, that's map enhancements. It looks good. The map enhancements really does look good. All right, thanks for joining. All right, that was good.